Baxter to tip it off. We're underway here from the Kohl Center as Wisconsin holds possession. Up top, they'll go into the high post for Shea Bolin. Bolin kicks to Ware. Ware gives it up, three-pointer on the way, no good, a little too strong. Offensive rebound to the Badgers, it's Destiny Howell. Her layup is good, and Wisconsin is on the board first.
Destiny Howell can do one thing well, Evan, and that is score the basketball. 15 points per game last year for Howard.
Yeah, she spent 5 years at Howard. She was injured in 2023 to 24, and she comes here as a grad student. Oakland now setting up shop. Kick out to the corner, three-pointer is good. Gula knocks down the three, and the Golden Grizzlies quickly take a one-point lead. Wisconsin pushing the pace, driving inside is Daniels. Her layup is good. Nice touch there off the glass.
Carrie Dan is using her size and athleticism to get to the bucket there, and a nice shot off the glass.
Daniels had 16 points in the exhibition game against UW River Falls, as it's Gula now on the right side. Gula swings it across. Smith looking to drive in on where she does. Underhands layup, and it rattles home. So the Golden Grizzlies go back up by one.
Tough bucket there, underhand, right-hand shot. That was beautiful.
Lacey Steele gives to Bolin. Bolin top of the key, she'll hand off to Howell. Howell step back three, and she knocks it down. Howell responds for the Badgers. Destiny Howell now with an early 5 points for Wisconsin. Here's Leering. Leering trying to drive to her right, hands off to Gula. Gula backing her way down. Gula works inside, kicks out to the fall. And they're going to say a travel is going to go against Angie Smith. So Wisconsin basketball, 8:10 to go in the first. Wisconsin up 7-5.
It's very obvious, and we've seen it so far, that both these teams are going through one player. Wisconsin's going through Destiny Howell, and Oakland is going right through Philippa Gula.
Steele gives it to Ware. Ware now to Howell. Howell hands off. Shea Bolin thought about the three, thought better of it as she was looking into Howell and turned it over. Here come the Golden Grizzlies. Handed off to Gula. Gula tangled up, goes to the ground, still has it, trying to call timeout, but it's going to be a jump ball. Given that Wisconsin won the tip, it will stay with Oakland.
Wisconsin's going to figure out very quickly that in order to win this basketball game, they're going to have to hound Philippa Gula. She's had the ball on every single possession. She's the most dangerous player on the court for Oakland. How do you stop her? You hound her when she has the basketball.
Gula is a transfer from Cleveland State, as the inbound will go to Liana Baxter. Baxter gives to Smith. Smith resets at the top of the key. Leering now gives it off to Baxter. The other way, Daniels, pump fake, now drives. Daniels spinning, goes outside. Another three on the way, it is good. Destiny Howell.
Way to make an introduction to your Wisconsin career. Destiny Howell is on fire here in the first.
Make that 8 points for Howell, as Leering too strong on the shot, gets her own rebound, and she's knocked down by Lacey Steele, who comes over to help her out. So the ball will stay here with the Golden Grizzlies. Yeah, you talk about Destiny Howell. She led the Badgers with 22 points in the exhibition against UW River Falls, a game that Wisconsin won 104-40. There was never a doubt about that one.
A lot of the question marks surrounding this Wisconsin team were about their experience. Well, she brings 5 years of experience at Howard. She's here now, and she's making a statement here in the first.
Here's Gula. Had a three just moments ago, gives it up to Gold. Gold backs up, Leering on the right wing, swings it across for Gula. They're staying on the perimeter right now. They can't break in. They'll give it to Baxter. Baxter backing down, layup too strong. Went to the underhand. Gula tried to come in for the offensive board, but Bolin took it away. The other way now for the Badgers. It's Steele, as Steele goes down. Thought she turned it over, but it looks like a hand was in the cookie jar. So it's going to be a foul going against Oakland, and they're going to call it. I think it's going to be on Gold, who came in there as Angie Smith was defending.
Both of these teams have done a good job of allowing their offenses to work on the perimeter. Wisconsin, though, so far has done better at not falling for those fake backdoor cuts that have gotten Oakland a couple of times.
Yeah, perimeter defense has been very good early on for the Badgers, as the inbound goes to Howell. 8 already, less than 4 minutes into this game. Howell backing down. Her jumper is good. Destiny Howell with 10 points already.
My goodness. I don't even know anything more I can say.
Wisconsin has 12. Howell, 10 of those 12. Leering now working on bowling after the switch. Leering will drive to her left. The floater is a little strong off the back iron as the rebound goes to Lacey. The rebound was to Daniels. Now Steele has it. Steele tries a three, and it's off the iron. Smith the other way. Bolin had her hand up, and her hand got in the way as Baxter was unable to track that pass down. So it'll be Wisconsin basketball with 5:54 to go in the first quarter.
There's textbook defense there from Shea Bolin. When you're in transition, just throw your hands up and try and block off the pass. She did exactly that. And Ronnie Porter's making her entrance into this game.
Porter coming off the bench for the Badgers right now. 8-0 run for Wisconsin over the last 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Porter gives to Howell, as Howell now gives to Daniels. Howell has it back around the screen. Howell drives, looking to the corner. Pass got tipped. Now it's Porter. Porter gives to Daniels. Daniels' shot is good. Wisconsin starts this game hot from three. 15-5 Badgers.
And we got to talk to Coach Ariel Massingale, and she said this team is going to shoot the three ball, and boy, are they.
Kira Daniels now with the other 5 points, so all 15 points are held by both Howell and Daniels as that is turned away. Now the follow-up three is good. Good response there from the Golden Grizzlies as that was Layla Gold on the triple. Porter moves around the screen for Jaya. Now Jaya has it up top. Jaya searching. Now she'll take the long two, and it doesn't get the roll. Golden Grizzlies push the other way. Smith might have walked there. They don't call it as Layla Gold is a little bit short on the three-pointer. Porter, the rebound for the Badgers. Howell will launch. Howell can't connect on the triple offensive rebound, and Jaya just couldn't put it in. Smith working on Jaya. A little bit of a mismatch there as Smith had the speed to get to the rack.
That's what Oakland's been doing a lot of. They're either running in transition or setting as many screens as possible in order to get those mismatches like that. And Doria Jaya just caught out.
Just a 5-point game here with 4:05 to go in the first quarter as Jaya gives to Daniels. Daniels now drives, holds, looking down low. It got tipped by Smith and out of bounds. They were trying to find Lacey Steele right under the hoops the regular season. On Monday, they picked up a 90-32 win over Cleary. Not a competitive game. This is the first good basketball their team that they're playing here in Wisconsin. Porter to inbound from the baseline, gets it to Brianna Ware. Spashovsky in the game for the first time for the Badgers as Jaya turns it over as Smith got in the way. Whistle blows, and it looks like it's going to be an inadvertent whistle that came after Smith was able to get the steal, so it will be Oakland basketball.
And Coach Keisha Newell, she smiles this off, but I can't imagine she's too happy with that because Angie Smith was in pretty much in a one-on-one situation between her and the hoop.
And do you know what? But Newell understood that that's an honest mistake by the official. It's the first game of the season for everyone, right?
Everyone needs a tune-up game.
Denson holds on the inbound. She had a career-high 21 against Cleary. Denson drives to her right. Little bit of a wild shot there as she was off balance as the rebound was grabbed by Jaya. Ware running the point for Wisconsin, gives to Spashovsky, now down low for Jaya. Jaya spins under the hoop and can't get the touch, but the rebound will go off the foot out of bounds as it hit off of Robinson Adams.
Wisconsin's looked strong down low so far, especially Doria Jaya, who is from Croatia, averaging 13 points and 7 rebounds in 6 FIBA U20 under 20 appearances. She had 3 offensive rebounds in her last exhibition game against River Falls. She's showing how dominant she is down low so far.
As she certainly is, as Daniels in the corner. Daniels drive, good move to her right. She gets doubled and then she turned it over. She thought she got bumped. Leering, nifty move to get away from Brianna Ware at the hoop, and a nice finish. Ronnie Porter has a screen from Jaya. Porter working on Leering out to the corner. Daniels shot on the way, and it's gonna roll off the front rim. Gold across midcourt to Smith. Smith quickly driving, kicks out to Leering. Leering's triple, unable to connect there. Daniels scoops up the board for Wisconsin. Kira Daniels creating some separation. Jaya took a long two earlier, not looking to shoot there, but Porter will try the three, nowhere near it. Leering pushing ahead, tried to kick it out. Bit of an errant pass, but still found her intended target Gold, as now Smith will hold. Denson with Jaya in front of her. Jaya with a lot more size. Denson tries to use the speed there, and she's able to draw the foul on Kira Daniels. It really seems as if this Oakland team has been trying to get to the hoop as of late. They've been trying to use their speed here against the Badgers.
Well, basketball nowadays is a story of threes and layups, and that's all Oakland's been looking for, and it's been working for them so far. They've stuck in this game. They've played strong defense since the media timeout as well.
Callie Denson, 1 for 1 from the charity stripe on Monday. She was out all of last season with an injury, played for Eastern Michigan in 2023-24 as she connects on the first free throw attempt. She'll try and cut this deficit to 1, and she does, so 15-14 Wisconsin now, 2:19 to play in the first quarter.
Full court press on right now for Oakland, and it did not look like Wisconsin was ready for it at all.
Brianna Ware able to break that press. She gets it to Spashovsky. Spashovsky holds on the right wing, and she'll go into the high post for Uchenna. Uchenna walked as she tried to move toward the hoop. As Gift Uchenna comes into the game for the first time for Wisconsin. Another one of these 8 transfers on this Wisconsin team.
And Gift Uchenna last year, the nation's leading rebounder. And she's on the bench right. She started off on the bench. She's in right now. Not the greatest first impression.
She had 12.8 rebounds per game last season as she comes to the Badgers and looks to make an impact down low. Baxter turned away by Uchenna. Spashovsky gives to Porter. Porter has an open lane, tried the floater, got tipped. Uchenna gets it back for Wisconsin. Porter now resets the offense. Ronnie Porter was a walk-on for the Badgers, now in her senior year. Lily Cron will try the three. She hits.
It's a combination of 2 players who were here last year and were real contributors to this team. If Lily Cron can get going, this team could be very good down the stretch as she falls.
Lily Cron goes down there. Good defense, though, from Brianna Ware, unable to get it away from Gold into the corner. Gula swings it up top. A long three goes short. Gula on the board, though, for Oakland. Gula double teams, has Gold wide open in the corner, but she had it knocked out of her hands. Go back to Lily Cron, though. Last year, 36 threes, but you go back 2 seasons ago, she didn't hit a single three, so she really developed the deep ball last year as she's able to cash in early here against Oakland.
Those are the kinds of players who you need to come through for you, people who can stand in the corner and knock down their shots. In this case, it was on the wing, but you need people who can knock down the shots when their name is called.
Porter almost took it away from Gula there on the inbound. Gula unable to drive as this almost gets away from Roberts-Adams. Now Gula has it back. Gula works to her left, swings it out. Baxter's shot, broken play there. Baxter unable to connect on an open jumper from the elbow. Spashovsky now at the left wing for Wisconsin. Picks up her dribble, gives to Uchenna. Uchenna hands off. Spashovsky turned away. Baxter gets back to Spashovsky, but Wisconsin will retain possession with 27.4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wisconsin up by 4.
Liana Baxter's really been a stat sheet stuffer for Oakland. Last game against Cleary, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. She does everything.
Uchenna works her way under the hoop, gets it and one. What a finish by Gift Uchenna. Had her arm locked on the way and her arms were almost down by her hips, and she just managed to swing that ball up and into the hoop. You see it there. Great work by Gift Uchenna.
I said not the greatest first impression. That's a pretty good second impression.
So Uchenna will now try and finish up the three-point play here for the Badgers. Uchenna 68.3% from the line last year for Southern Illinois, unable to hit the free throw there. Oakland can hold if they want to. They'll give it to Baxter. Baxter to Leering, and I think Leering is gonna look up at the clock and hold for one last shot. Leering now has an opening, long two on the way, and she can't get it to rattle home. Uchenna gets to the rebound, 3 seconds to go. Brianna Ware, and she is not going to get a three off, so Wisconsin will take a 6-point lead.
To build culture
Thank you for that, Ariel. 2014 Wisconsin, as they were 4 for 9 from three-point lands in the first quarter. That's right, they attempted 9 threes in the first. Howell drives to her left. Howell hits the brakes, and her shot is too strong off the glass. Rebound taken away by Steele. Out to Bolin, fake the pass. She'll try the three, and she can't connect. However, the rebound is snatched. Bolin another chance, and this time she hits.
That's 2 offensive rebounds for Wisconsin down there, and if Oakland wants to stay in this game, which they've done very well, they cannot allow that to happen again.
Nikki Kirstein, the freshman point guard from Illinois, comes into the game for the Badgers as they get their first look. Leering, what a move to drive. She'll get the foul and one as Spashovsky came crashing in on Leering, but Leering held her composure, took the contact, and finished.
She legitimately put Lacey Steele out of her own shoes. Her shoe fell off in the middle of the court, and then the finish as well. What a play from Mackenzie Leering.
And Leering, who had 11 on Monday, will now go to the free throw line as she'll try and make this a 6-point game. Leering's free throw rattles out. Spashovsky with the board. Steele now being hounded by Leering. Applying the full court press, Steele gets away, almost turned it over to Howell. Howell with space to drive, put it up. Probably could have made an extra pass. Spashovsky missing on the rebound attempt there. And now Howell on the ground. And it's gonna be a jump ball after 3 Golden Grizzlies were jousting for that ball with Destiny Howell. As jump ball will give control to Wisconsin. Actually, it should be to Oakland because Wisconsin had possession to begin the second quarter.
So Wisconsin now matching Oakland with a
long
full court
pass,
press.
they find Leering. What a pass from Gula to Leering. Almost football style there.
That's where it kills
down
you.
the court.
That's where that full court press kills you. No one was back. They looked very disorganized, and Oakland catches them out.
Leering showing off the speed on the last 2 plays. First the drive, gets the finish and one, and there she's able to break down the court and create an opening. Bowling elbow jumper is good. So Bolin hits the 3 for Wisconsin. Now a mid-range shot, and she's got 5 early on this quarter for the Badgers.
The Badgers have really just been feeding the hot hand. In the first quarter, it was Kira Daniels and especially Destiny Howell. So far, it's been Shea Bolin in the second.
Gula trying to get it to Baxter, and she does as Leering now has it. Leering is playing with some intensity right now for Oakland. Drive by Smith. Smith stops. Bowling is there. Gula puts up the 3, and she's unable to get the roll. Baxter to the board. Baxter down low, looking out for Gula, but great defense, and they're going to call a foul on Lacey Steele. Steele aggressive there, trying to jump the passing lane, but made contact.
A tough break there for Lacey Steele. But this Oakland team, Mackenzie Leering especially, she's in her own backyard right now. She's a 2-time first-team All-State player from Wisconsin. She's a freshman. She's really making a great impression in front of people who I'm sure know. I'm sure she has plenty of people here rooting for her right now.
And there's another player, Karina Trotter from Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Oakland, and you've got to imagine they have this game circled on their calendar. They grew up in Wisconsin. They now get to come play the Badgers in Game 2 of the season here at the Kohl Center. And Leering is performing here early on. Smith unable to get away from Howell. Gold now looking for help. Gold will drive on Howell. Good pass down low to Smith. Smith had the opening, but she walked as she tried to go for the reverse layup as Wisconsin takes over with 7:37 to go.
very aggressive defense so far from Wisconsin, which is allowing Oakland to try and beat them backdoor. That's how they scored that bucket first, and then they just Smith with a great backdoor cut there. But because they're playing so intense, they're able to get onto the ball at every point.
Wisconsin is out-rebounding Oakland 17-11 early on in this contest. Daniels gives to Bolin, back to Daniels. Daniels around the screen. Daniels drives. She gets to the rack.
Good two-man game there from Daniels and Bolin. They were able to isolate weaker defenders on Oakland.
Daniels up to 7 now here in the second quarter. Smith waving off Denson. Smith gets around Daniels. Foul called. It's going to go against Kira Daniels, and that's her second of the game. Oh, it's her third foul of the game.
Wow.
So Kira Daniels is now in some early foul trouble for the Badgers.
Oh, hold on. What is going on here?
Wisconsin
Plays
takes
live.
over, and now they'll go full court to Steele, as Steele is able to finish the layup, gets the foul. She'll go to the free throw line. It looked like Lacey Steele had a wide open layup, but it was Baxter trying to get back in. You see the arm come forward, a clear foul there. Steele still able to get the layup to go down.
And Oakland rightfully feels like they got screwed on that play, because the horn went off and every player stopped, assuming there was a substitution coming in. Instead, the referees told them to keep playing, and Lacey Steele was the only person who was ready to go.
I will admit to you, Spencer, I heard the horn and I looked down, not expecting play to go, because I thought we had a stoppage. And you were the one that started talking. I looked up, and all of a sudden there's action on the court, right? No one thought that play was going to continue there. So the frustration wasn't that the foul was called. The frustration is that play continued as Lacey Steele is able to finish up the three-point play, and Wisconsin is now on a 7-0 run over the last minute 45.
And that's an absolute backbreaker, because you have an inbound on your own baseline looking to get a bucket and cut this lead down to single digits. Instead, Wisconsin goes the other way and gets a three-point play out of it. It's a huge swing.
What a cut there by Smith. She was wide open, and Leering hit her.
That's where Oakland's been doing their best in the second. Backdoor cuts. They're getting open.
Bolin, another three on the way. This time it rattles out. Leering now pressing up the other way. Leering, she'll try the three, and she's unable to get it on the fast break. Ware into Bolin. Bolin might have walked, but she had it knocked away before she could travel. Angie Smith now looking for Leering pass. Might have got tipped, and they will say that it got tipped by Wisconsin. A 10-point advantage for the Badgers with just under 6 to go here in quarter number 2.
Mackenzie Leering is doing a good job of kind of taking on most of the load for Oakland. She's, defensively fantastic down there, but she's been pretty much on the ball almost every time.
Angie Smith has had some great off-ball movement as she gives it up to Denson. Denson working inside, unable to get it to go. He'll go the other way to Kirstein. Kirstein finds Howell. Howell, what a step, but she's unable to get the finish.
Nice move. It's $1 million move and a 10-cent finish.
Still, it's been a great game for Destiny Howell. 10 points so far, all of which came in the first quarter. Wisconsin will likely be without Kira Daniels, at least for the rest of the second quarter, as she has 3 fouls. Inside they go. Adams able to finish around Bolin, and now it's just an 8-point game.
Funnily enough, we're still waiting for Serenity Roberts-Adams' first miss of the season. She was 5 for 5 in her last game. This makes her 6 for 6.
Serenity Roberts-Adams had a great game, as you mentioned, against Cleary University. Ware is denied by Roberts-Adams, gets her own rebound back, but she threw it just over Nikki Kirstein, and that'll give Oakland the basketball with 4 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the second quarter as we hit the media timeout. Wisconsin's been all over the court. She's got 6 points and 3 rebounds, 2 assists, doing it all for the Golden Grizzlies.
And it's almost disingenuous to just look at the stat sheet, because her impact has been felt on every single part of this game.
Leering now has it top of the key, gives it to Liana Baxter. Gula now with Howell in front of her. Up top, Roberts-Adams, whistle blows, and we're going to get a foul here going against Wisconsin. It'll be their 4th foul of the quarter. So the next foul will send Oakland to the free throw line.
Wisconsin just keeps letting Oakland into this game with some ticky-tack fouls, and it could end up hurting them in the long run.
It certainly could. They'll go outside for Baxter. Now it's Roberts-Adams. Roberts-Adams backing down as she is unable to touch it in off the glass. Steal to Jaya. Jaya turns around, has a world of space. She'll hand off to Destiny Howell and give her a screen. Howell into the corner for Ronnie Porter. Porter walked as she put it to the ground. Ronnie Porter did not think that she moved. The question is just whether that pivot foot slid before she dribbled.
And a big reason for this Wisconsin point drought, as you see on the screen, is just unforced errors. That's not the first one we've seen so far, and it's really starting to bite them.
Sixth turnover of the game for Wisconsin. Leering wild as she goes up, but she knew she got bumped by Lacey Steele, so she wisely drew the foul as she'll get 2 free throws as a reward. But you even go back to last season for the Wisconsin Badgers, and turnovers were a big issue. They averaged 15.2 turnovers a game with a -3 turnover margin.
But Ronnie Porter last year led the Big Ten in assist-to-turnover ratio. So that's not someone you expect to make a mistake like that. And Oakland, to their credit, and this is a team last year who lost by 65 to Michigan State under these same circumstances. And they're at 7, it's a 7-point game right now. With 4 minutes left in the second, what you're seeing right now is a Wisconsin team that just needs to figure out how to gel together as they learn to play.
1 for 2 there for Leering from the line. This looks like a really well-coached Oakland team that's applying a lot of pressure defensively. Ware gives to Howell. Howell's getting a screen from Jaya, almost a moving screen. Jaya has it back now on the give and go, gets the layup.
That's where it's been better for Wisconsin, when they've worked more in tandem, especially with those screens for those give and goes. So far, they haven't done it as much, but it's certainly worked out when they've done it.
Interesting to see who runs the offense for Oakland as Leering looks down low to Baxter, who's now double teamed, and Ware will get the takeaway for Wisconsin. Ware gets away from Baxter and now slows things down. Porter swings to the corner. Howell tries the triple. She connects. Destiny Howell with her first points of the second quarter, adding on to her 10 in the first. She's got 13.
That's their best offensive player, and when you need points, go find her.
It's been Philippa Gula running the offense as of late. Mackenzie Leering has run it as well for Oakland as they'll give it to Gula. Gula down low, Roberts-Adams. Roberts-Adams spinning away, turned away by Jaya as the ball is loose on the floor. We're going to get a jump ball, which will give possession to Wisconsin, and there is no getting away from Jaya there down low. She had the size at 6'3", a freshman out of Croatia, and you saw her stay composed.
Other big men in for Wisconsin. All of a sudden, Jaya comes in there, and she's not phased at all.
Oakland calls off the full court press. Porter gets a screen from Lily Cron. Cron double teamed inside to Jaya. She got knocked. No foul called there on Smith, so it'll be a steal for Smith. Smith the other way, unable to get the layup to rattle home, and now Leering is able to hit the 3. So it is back to within a 10-point game here for Oakland.
Live and die with the 3 ball, and that's so far what's been working.
Ware inside, too strong on the lay as the rebound is snatched by Layla Gold. Leering always running up the court. She's never moving slowly, and she gets fouled by Ronnie Porter. Leering now with an and it's hard to imagine hiring a better coaching candidate than Robin Pinchton. A couple of losing seasons at the end of her tenure at Missouri, and she was let go. But you look at the experience, and she has built so many great teams throughout her career. It was a phenomenal hire for this Wisconsin program.
She might feel a little bit vindicated. Missouri just lost to D2 Maryville in their last game.
Give to Uchenna, down low, too far over the head of Spashovsky as the clock stops with 2:01 to play here in the second quarter. And now for the first time this game, Wisconsin is going to apply the full court press.
Wisconsin on the offensive end just seems flustered. This hard-nosed defense of Oakland has them creating a lot of their own unforced errors. And right there, Spashovsky's open, wide open down low, and Uchenna just misses her.
Spashovsky is going to lay off here on Layla Gold as Gold crosses half court. Gold driving right. Gold into the paint, kicks outside. The layup is good. That's Jazzy Dupree-Hebert on the 2 for Oakland. Lily Cron looking to drive, sets it back outside for Brianna Ware. High post for Gift Uchenna. Uchenna thinking about the long 2. She had it if she wanted it. Uchenna drives to her right, fades away, gets fouled by Liana Baxter. Frankly, Baxter's a little bit confused. Maybe a bump, but it looked like that it was really Gift Uchenna creating the contact there to try and get the separation.
Well, in today's basketball, they call it foul baiting. You know, you go, you bump into somebody, you make it seem like you got hit instead of you hitting them, and it works right there for Gift Uchenna.
And Gift Uchenna can do that because she's such a physical player. And Uchenna will connect with her first free throw attempt. Wisconsin only up by 6 points right now with $1:28 to go here in quarter number 2. Uchenna missed her first free throw attempt of the game, but she makes both of them here, and it's now 37-30 Badgers.
We saw this in the men's game where they allowed Campbell to stay in the game for a long time until they eventually pulled away in the second half. So this Oakland team does not look tired at all, though. They've been full court pressing pretty much the entire game. They've been sprinting up and down the court. They seem ready to go, and Wisconsin's got to feel a little bit nervous right now with the game being this close.
Yeah, they've been running hard and playing really strong defenses. That is what first-year head coach Keisha Newell has brought to this program. They'll swing it far side for Hebert. Now back to Leering. Leering around the screen. Leering's 3 is a little bit short, and Uchenna snatches that one away. Nikki Kirstein now gives it up for Lily Cron. Cron on the right wing around the screen for Uchenna. Cron drives to her left. Layup is good. What a finish. Underhand roll there from Lily Cron.
Tough layup, left hand, got it to go. That's a huge bucket with very little time left in the second.
Ware is applying pressure. Leering has it now for the Golden Grizzlies. Touch pass down low as they were looking to connect with Dupree-Hebert as she drove to the hoop, but she kicked it out of bounds. And Wisconsin will take over with 34.1 seconds to go. 4.1 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock.
That's all Lily Cron there again. She knocks down that pass, goes off the foot of Dupree-Hebert. And with very little time left in the second quarter, she's really made a difference. This was a Wisconsin team that seemed a little flustered. She's slowed them down. She's brought them back into control of this game.
She certainly has. Kirstein gonna wind some time off the clock. Now to Cron. Uchenna calling for the basketball, not gonna get it. Cron drives, kicks outside. Spashovsky triple is a little bit strong. Uchenna, the offensive board. Uchenna trying to take it back up, and they're gonna call a jump ball. Great work there by Oakland, and that was Smith to grab the ball away from Uchenna without fouling.
We talked about Gift Uchenna as a physical presence, and credit to Angie Smith for going at her for this basketball, because now Oakland gets the ball. It's a single-digit game, 12.5 seconds to go. They could very easily make this a two-possession game if they can get a bucket here.
And they will certainly try and hold for one shot here. Smith getting away from Ware. Smith to her right. Smith takes it down to the baseline. Now up top for Layla Gold. 2 seconds. She's got to shoot. Gold puts it up. She got it off. It's no good. A little bit strong there from Wisconsin. Begins the second half with the ball. It's Ronnie Porter, who came off the bench to begin the game, on the floor to begin the second half. Porter down low, Jaya. Jaya gives back to Porter, unable to get the connection on the give and go. Porter was signaling that she thought it was off of Oakland, but they're going to say Oakland ball.
10 turnovers for Wisconsin already. They're being out-turnovered by 5. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm going to make it one.
You know what? You can put it into the dictionary,
I'm
Spencer.
going to.
You know,
I want credit.
Tomorrow I'm going to look on Webster, and I'm going to see out-turnover.
Very nice.
It's Gold getting hounded by Daniels. Daniels back into the game after 3 early fouls in the first half. She made an instant impact, picked up 7 points, but 3 quick fouls for Kira Daniels, sent her back to the bench, and now she's on the floor in foul trouble here in the second half. If she picks up one more, it's probably back to the bench.
I'm very curious how she'll play, because The importance of competitiveness on defense has been essential to this Wisconsin team. Are they going to allow Daniels to stay competitive?
Smith turned away by Jaya. Yet another rejection for Jaya, who has been great defensively, as this is Howell on the three, a little bit short. Rebound goes to Lacey Steele, and she had the wide open putback.
That first half, Wisconsin was plus 11 in the rebounding category, and Lacey Steele big bodies her way down low.
Now Steele playing defense on Gula. Gula trying to get it. She does. Leering up top for Gold. Mackenzie Leering calling for it. Good defense though by Ronnie Porter. So Gold will try and drive on Jaya. Gold hits the brakes outside. Leering, the triple is good. Mackenzie Leering with 3 more, up to 15 on the game.
Freshman is putting on a show in her home state right now. 15 points. She is on fire.
She came to the Kohl Center ready to play. Steele around the screen from Jaya. Elbow jumper is good. Lacey Steele making it a 10-point game. Porter harassing Gold on the inbound, able to get it to Gula. Now Wisconsin has to get back defensively. Gula pushing up, gives it to Leering to the corner for Smith. Drives on the baseline, kicks out. Gula, Leering, 3 is a little bit short. Rebound to Steele. Now Wisconsin presses the other way. Porter slows it down. Gives to Howell. Howell tries the triple. It's a little bit strong.
Talk about feeding the hot hand so far. It's been Lacey Steele for Wisconsin so far. Destiny Howell hasn't really gotten it going since the first.
And Howell gets the ball back here. She'll try and drive to the hoop, and she gets the foul called on
this team going. If they can make these free throws, it'd be huge for the team.
Steele 7 points on 3 for 5 shooting from the floor, as Howell is able to knock down her first free throw attempt. And this is the portion of the game where Wisconsin is going to try and pull away from Oakland, which makes it a critical juncture here. For Oakland, they've got to run the floor. They've got to play, as we've talked about, hard-nosed defense to stay in this game.
Absolutely, Evan. And I feel like Oakland should try and go after Kira Daniels. Another great block by Jaya.
And Jaya has been just so good defensively this game. Her 3rd block of the contest. Howell down to the baseline, swings it to the corner. Daniels' triple is short off the iron as the rebound goes to Mackenzie Leering, her 5th rebound of the game. Leering now working inside, turned away by Kira Daniels, trying to do a little bit too much there. Leering didn't have the side as they look inside for Jaya, but it's sent out of bounds by Baxter.
That's what I just talked about, going after Kira Daniels because she's in foul trouble. Leering tries and fails miserably at the rim.
That's a good point you make there, Spencer, right? Daniels with the block, but it's a dangerous block because if she gets that foul, she's off the floor for Wisconsin. And frankly, I'd say the fact that Kira Daniels was on the bench for a bigger portion of the first half than she was expected to, that's part of the reason that Oakland is still in this game. Steele around the screen from Jaya. Now gives to Daniels, down low Jaya. Jaya spins to her left. She gets fouled as she goes up by Liana Baxter.
Now that's Baxter's 3rd of the game, and that's really the first time they've gone at her down low one-on-one. Jaya's done a very good job. Her footwork so far this game has been absolutely impeccable, which is what you see a lot from a lot of these Eastern European players.
And now Baxter, the 6'2" senior, is going to sub out, and she's had a lot of size here for this Oakland team. And now you look on the floor, right, who comes into the game to replace her, and it is going to be, looks to be Roberts Adams.
Yep.
As Jaya is able to hit the first free throw, now a 13-point game for Wisconsin. And make it 14 as Jaya converts on both free throw attempts from the line there.
A problem for Wisconsin in their last game was their inability to shoot foul shots. I know it was an exhibition game, but 9 for 17 from the foul line is not something you want to see. So far, 7 of 8 tonight.
Denson has been quiet, just 2 points tonight as she kicks that one away, and it will stay with Oakland, coming off of a career-high 21 points against Cleary University, but she's going up against a much tougher defensive team in Wisconsin, and she hasn't been able to find success here tonight.
She was able to make 4 threes last game. Wisconsin is not that easy on the perimeter.
Smith Gets a screen from Roberts-Adams, give and go, but Smith will create space from the elbow, and she's unable to knock down the open jumper. Jaya up top. Jaya's taken that shot once already this game. She's passed it up from then on out. Daniels, 3-ball, unable to get it to roll over the front edge. Leering hounded at half court, and she will be fouled by Lacey Steele. Both Porter and Steele greeting her there before she could cross half court. Steele gave her a bump, and that'll cause the foul with 6:03 to go.
We talked about Kira Daniels being in foul trouble. Well, now Lacey Steele, welcome to the party. That's her 3rd foul of the game.
And Steele can stay in this game with 3 fouls, and she does, right? But it's the 4th that becomes dangerous here midway through the 3rd quarter.
For sure, and I wonder, and here comes Kira Daniels again on defense, making a big play.
And Daniels was able to keep it in bounds. They push up as Howell gets the layup to go. A beautiful assist there from Ronnie Porter, who saw Howell running to the rim. They look inside. Roberts-Adams pump fake layup, no good. Gets the rebound again, and this time she's able to get the finish. A 3rd chance opportunity there for Roberts-Adams.
Just them hard, and that's why it works so well. And he said at the end of the day, they just like to have a lot of fun.
Shea Bolin now to the baseline. Bolin guarded by Roberts-Adams. Bolin hands to Daniels. Daniels inside feed. Kirstein gets fouled on the way up. Great ball movement there from the Badgers to create a couple of free throw chances for Nikki Kirstein.
That's where they've been successful today. They've been able to get to the basket really well, and they've been able to draw fouls and make their foul shots. Nikki Kirstein, kind of a big get for Wisconsin. She was the 2nd ranked point guard in all of Illinois. She's a freshman. This is her 1st appearance for the team, and they should be excited.
Yeah, she was the 5th ranked overall player out of Illinois, attended Montini Catholic High School, where she put up 18.4 points per game last season, leading her high school to a AAA state title out in Illinois. And she was the state finals MVP, so she really performed when it mattered the most in her senior year of high school.
And now she's on the big stage here at Wisconsin, and she's someone who they're going to look to for those, hopeful NCAA tournament runs in the future.
Good hand in there from Daniels. Daniels has a step, and Daniels is able to finish at the rim. Daniels turning defense into offense for the Badgers. Now an 18-point game as Wisconsin has started to crack this one open.
Kira Daniels has created 6 points off her own turnovers here in the 3rd quarter.
Denson fouled by Kirstein as she tried to drive. Wisconsin now a 12-2 run over the past 3 minutes and 30.
Right now for Wisconsin are part of that group.
Gula outside Denshin, still try from outside the arc, and she cannot hit the 3. Rebounds went to Bolin. Kirstein gives to Kira Daniels. Daniels has a screen from Bolin, backs it up. Kirstein top of the key, down low. Bolin double team, but she's fouled by Liana Baxter, and that might be Baxter's 4th.
It is. Wisconsin consistently going back to the paint, trying to get Baxter out of this game. I mentioned before how much of a stat sheet stuffer she is. Getting her out of this game would be huge for Wisconsin.
Shea Bolin with 5 points in this game so far, and now Karina Trotter comes into the game to add some size here for Oakland as Baxter goes to the bench. Trotter entering the contest for the first time here tonight.
Another Wisconsinite making their debut here in UW.
As Bolin is able to hit her first free throw attempt, right? Trotter standing at 6'2", a freshman out of Milwaukee, as she was a 3-star recruit from Divine Savior Holy Angels High School. 1 for 2 from the free throw line on that trip. Gula able to get it to Dupree-Hebert. Dupree-Hebert hands to Denson. Denson works around the screen, now guarded by Kirstein. Trotter gives back to Denson. Denson drives, steps back to Gula. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gula creates separation, air balls on the 3, but Gula gets the steal. Now drives, hands it off, and the layup is good there.
A lot going on. A lot going on in that play. And Destiny Howell just gets, she's very unfortunate. She just goes to grab the ball, realizes she's about to fall out of bounds, and just has to make a play. And good play by Gula to keep with it.
And Dupree-Hebert finishing from out in front of the basket. This is where fouls going up by Trotter, who just came into the game. And that's the 5th foul of the quarter by Oakland. So Trotter gets 2 as she was fouled on the shot, but each time Oakland commits a foul here on out now in the 3rd quarter, it's going to send Wisconsin back to the line.
We mentioned before the game that there are 2 players on Oakland from Milwaukee. Trotter's one of them, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And Callie Denson from Milwaukee, Oregon, which I thought was pretty fun.
I can't say I've heard of Milwaukee, Oregon before this, but I definitely saw that standing out as we came into this game. It's Brianna Ware at the free throw line for Wisconsin as she's unable to get the second one to go. She got her first point of the game on the first free throw attempt. Angie Smith now, guarded by Destiny Howell. Smith switch to Daniels. Smith drives around Daniels, and her speed gets her the layup.
And that's what they've been looking for, to see if Kira Daniels will 100% commit. She's done it all quarter except there. Great play by Angie Smith.
Ware gives it to the high post for Shea Bolin. No one down low right now for the Badgers as they're playing out on the perimeter. Howell picks up her dribble, looking to the baseline for Bolin. Bolin drives, kicks to the corner. Now driving in is Kira Daniels as Daniels gets it to roll in.
Nice pass from Shea Bolin to find Daniels in the corner, and a great attack. She very easily could have gone up with that 3, but she takes a much better look.
Now an 18-point game, biggest Badger lead of the game. Gula pump fake working on Daniels. Daniels goes up strong that time, and Gula is unable to knock it down. Kicked back down across half court, and Wisconsin did not touch it last, so no half-court violation called. Whistle blows. And do you know what the whistle was for, Spencer?
I'm very curious as to what this is. Are they calling 10 seconds?
Well, there was no backcourt violation called.
It couldn't have been. Well, it's Oakland ball.
So maybe
No, Wisconsin ball. Kickball. They're calling a kickball violation, I believe.
That would make sense. It definitely got kicked back, but the whistle came very late, right? So it was tough to determine that it was the kickball against Oakland that caused the whistle. 2:23 to go here in quarter number 3, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Porter dribbles across half court.
Long time to set up this play for Wisconsin.
6 on the shot clock now to Uchenna in the high post. Uchenna working down low. Uchenna unable to get the layup to go. They'll look outside for Cron. It's going to be a shot clock violation on the Badgers, as you said, Spencer. They just didn't set that play up in time.
Super disorganized. They only came in with 19 seconds to go. But so far, Wisconsin hasn't really looked much like that all in the 3rd quarter. (57-39) Wisconsin. Gold hands off to Gula. Leering hasn't made much of an impact here in the second half after she was going off in the first. They'll go down low for Roberts-Adams. Roberts-Adams working on Uchenna. Roberts-Adams from under the hoop is able to make it. She gets the foul, and maybe that'll be the spark that this Oakland team desperately needs. That's the first time really all quarter they've really got something going. It's good ball movement from Oakland. You mentioned how they've gone away from Leering in this 3rd quarter. I don't know why, but they did. But a great bucket there from Roberts-Adams.
Roberts-Adams now 3 for 6 from the field in this game as that dribbles off the rim, and the rebound was collected by Uchenna. Uchenna now has it. Kira Daniels calling for it, didn't get it in time to take the 3 as Porter will reset up top for the Badgers. Now Howell takes the mid-range jumper, and it's short. Uchenna, the rebound, unable to get the putback. Uchenna grabs the board once again. A couple of offensive rebounds for Gift Uchenna, but a jump ball is called with $1:14 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
It's going to be weird if I say she's the best rebounder in the nation, but that's legitimately what she was last year. Gift Uchenna makes a couple nice rebounds there, although it does go to Oakland.
Leering looks outside. Smith's 3 is a little bit too strong. Boy, that could have been a 3 that would have brought them back into this game, but a foul is called on Wisconsin as it went against Gift Uchenna right there. So Oakland will hold on to the basketball here with 1:06 to go.
Wisconsin can't let this quarter get away from them. They've been so good the whole time. If they let Oakland back in this game.
Gula's three goes off the back iron, and the rebound is collected by Destiny Howell. Looks up ahead for Lily Cron. What a pass by Howell to find Cron, and Cron had a wide open look at the basket.
Something Wisconsin desperately needed, a quick bucket to get back in their groove.
Now it's Gula. Gets a step around Destiny Howell, had to pick up her dribble. Gula looking for help, goes outside to Leering. Leering collides there with Ronnie Porter, no foul. Leering working on Uchenna, layup spins off the rim. Leering gets the board back outside Gula, kicks over for Golds. Golds moving in on Kira Daniels. Golds spins, and it goes off the side of the backboard. Wisconsin holds now 23 seconds to go in the third quarter as they can take the last shot in this quarter if they want to.
Looks like they will.
Robin Pinchton right there telling her team to slow things down and to hold for one. That's what Ronnie Porter will do. 7 seconds to go, but Porter turns it over. It's Smith. Smith will drive on Porter. Howell got back to make the rejection, and that is
up with leadership and consistency this season. She's been on this stage for a while, and she's used that experience to share with the new players and make them feel more comfortable. She said they're still challenging her in ways on the court, but they really just want her to go out with a bang this senior season.
Jaya hands off to Kira Daniels. Daniels back to Jaya, give and go, works to perfection.
Beautiful ball movement from Wisconsin there. They've had problems with turnovers all day, but their ball movement has certainly gotten better in the second half.
Jaya starts the fourth quarter here on the floor up to 6 points. She's got 4 blocks in this game. Her defense has been impeccable. Smith to Adams. Adams goes back to Smith. Smith now drives on Howell. She got fouled by Destiny Howell down on the baseline. An early foul against Howell. The good news, though, for Howell is that it's only her second of the game.
I think you just enjoyed saying foul on Howell. They rhyme.
You know, I didn't even notice it right there, Spencer. To the corner for Mackenzie Leering. Leering pump fake now outside Layla Gold. Smith calling for the ball, she'll come get it. She collides with Ronnie Porter, and Porter got her hands in there without fouling Smith. She knew the handoff was coming, so she wisely anticipated and grabbed the ball.
We heard Ariel talk about Ronnie Porter and how much she means to this team. They want to make her go out with a bang, and she does a great job there. Very gritty play in order to get Wisconsin the next jump ball.
Smith now drives, Jaya inside. Jaya arms up, Jaya can't get the block on that one, but Smith too strong on the shot. Offensive rebound. Howell trying to snatch it. And what is the call here? It will be a jump ball. So Wisconsin now takes over with 8:58 to go in a 20-point game.
2 hard-nosed defensive plays for Wisconsin. That's something a coaching staff loves to see early on in the season. A team that just doesn't quit, a team that loves to compete.
Daniels ahead to Destiny Howell. Howell, long cross-court pass. Cron now drives on the baseline, looking inside. She turned it over. That time it was Gula taking it away for Oakland. Ahead to Smith. Smith now under the hoop. Adams goes up. She's turned away. The 5th block of the game by Jaya. Doria Jaya, 5 blocks. Daniels now Porter. She's wide open from 3, and she's unable to hit. Play picking up. Leering moves down to the basket. Layup no good as Cron is able to get the rebound.
There should be a giant sign on the Wisconsin defensive backboard that says, if Jaya isn't here, go to the basket. And that's exactly what Mackenzie Leering did there, unable to make it though.
Lily Cron with the pretty move to get away. Now Jaya has it from the elbow, and Jaya will decide to shoot it floor as Doria Jaya is up to 8 points.
She's had herself one heck of a debut here for Wisconsin, and that's a shot that you can't let anybody take at any level if they're, you know, a pretty much professional basketball player.
And I think Jaya, especially in a 20-point game, she got the ball in, well, it's a 20-point game and I'm wide open from the elbow, right? Perfect time to just put up a shot and knock it down as we take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Here in non-conference play, couple of tough opponents. Michigan State University on there, Miami University with Harvard coming up, St. Thomas at the end of the month. They did not schedule themselves an easy one here in non-conference play.
No, they didn't. Last year they were 3-8 in non-conference play.
Denson's 3 is good.
Good ball movement once again from Oakland, and they're, you know, it's not about winning and losing for them in this circumstance. It's about being competitive in this game, and they have been much more competitive today than they were last year at this time.
Doria Jaya gives to Kira Daniels. Daniels around the screen from Jaya. Up top, Spashovsky kicks to Porter. Porter dropped it, just looked up to the hoop. She thought about the three, didn't collect the basketball. It's a turnover for Wisconsin.
Be her third turnover of the game for Ronnie Porter, something we're not used to seeing all that much.
We certainly are not. She definitely took care of the basketball last season for Wisconsin, despite it being a team that gave up 15 turnovers a game. Gold drives on Spashovsky, turned away by Jaya. My goodness, it's a block party for Doria Jaya here at the Kohl Center, number 6.
It's a block party, Evan, and we were invited, and I couldn't be happier about it. Doria Jaya is just an absolute defensive force for this Wisconsin team, and as the season goes on, I'm sure she'll get more comfortable. I can only imagine how far she can take this team.
Yeah, she has been phenomenal down there in the paint defensively. Baxter's three is good as Oakland tacks on another triple, and their deficit is now down to 16.
Might be a case of a little bit too little, a little bit too late, but Oakland just being a nice thorn in the side of Wisconsin. Nice move by Porter.
And Porter got the drive. Baxter recovered defensively out to Spashovsky. Gets a screen from Jaya. Spashovsky now outside for Lacey Steele. Steele backs up, back to Spashovsky, looking down low. Whistle blows. I think it was a push-off on Doria Jaya. Still, though, what a phenomenal quarter and what a phenomenal game this has been for Doria Jaya.
She's been the answer they're looking for at that center position. They have someone like a Give to Chenna who she's competing with, but Doria Jaya, especially defensively, has been an absolute wrecking ball for Wisconsin. And she's a real big reason why a team like Oakland, who did a great job of getting to the rim in the first half, is really not been able to do that in the second.
The option between Jaya and Uchenna is great for Pinchton. She can throw one out there on the court at a time, and frankly, if they're both playing good basketball, she could play each of them for 20 minutes a game.
It's a good problem to have.
It is a great problem to have. Gula now to the corner. Three ball on the way from Smith is no good. Rattles off the iron as Ronnie Porter tumbles down, and Gula is going to be called for the foul as she hit Ronnie Porter down to the court. Both players a little slow to get up, but it looks like they're all right.
There's an awkward landing there for Ronnie Porter, but she's good. Both teams in their respective huddles.
So a sneaky 6-0 run here for Oakland over the last minute 27. Wisconsin now trying to put this game on ice.
I expect them to take a lot of time off the clock every time down the court, but they just cannot afford to keep turning the ball over.
We'll give it down low to Jaya. Jaya turns toward the hoop. Jaya lost the handle, and it'll go out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Wisconsin, however.
Nope, guess not.
No, she just lost it. I was going to say it didn't look like it went off of an Oakland's player in the area, so Oakland takes over.
I'm very surprised by this Wisconsin full court press, especially with a big lead like this.
Gula kicks outside. The three is off the front of the rim. Porter slows it down at half court. Wisconsin can now start killing some time. They're not going to, however. Lacey Steele backing down Denson. Steele goes up and connects.
Lacey Steele at the beginning of this second half came in here with no points. Second half, she's got them all. 9 points for her in the second half.
Steele has been excellent in the second half. Her defense has also been very strong. That's been a common theme, honestly, for both sides of this game, as Denson's triple is good. A couple of back-to-back threes for Denson, as now it is back to a, without a doubt, and I mean, even to go to blocks, right? Doria Jaya with 4 blocks in this game. I mean, just inside, the pressure has been suffocating from Doria Jaya and Gift Uchenna. Spashovsky gives to Steele. She'll light it up from 3, and she hits. Lead back up to 18 for the Badgers.
Coach Pinchton couldn't ask for a better out-of-timeout play. Wisconsin gets a wide open look for Lacey Steele, and she is feeling it right now.
Gula moves up the floor. Gula steps back, long 2, it clangs off the iron, and it will go out of bounds before Liana Baxter can get to the basketball. Wisconsin takes over, and now this one seems to pretty much be wrapped up. 18-point lead, 4:45 to go in the fourth. Wisconsin can probably slow things down here offensively.
You can kind of feel the soul get sucked out of Oakland after Steele made that three. Any hope of some form of comeback kind of went out the window with that. But it's a huge shot. Even though it was a 15-point game, Oakland had all the momentum in the fourth quarter.
Bolin will take the long jumper from the baseline, and it rattles home. Nice touch over the front iron for Shea Bolin as the lead is back up to 20 for the Badgers.
This full court press, the Badgers are staying with it, and this could be some form of conditioning for future games where it's a lot closer at the end.
It's game one, right? The Badgers should have all the energy in the world, and so, you know, despite it being a 20-point game, you're looking at this as practice. Denson, another three this time. It's a little bit too strong, but Baxter was fouled as she got to the rebound, and this is still an Oakland team that is playing hard here with under 5 minutes to go in the game. You saw Baxter scream as she got the rebounds and then got fouled, and you saw her team come around here. They're still playing hard.
Give credit to both teams. These are teams with entirely new coaching staffs. They want to see their players go out there and compete for all 40 minutes. No time off for anybody.
As Denson, another triple, and she hits, goes down. It was good defense from Lacey Steele, just a better shot from Callie Denson.
Got to guard the three-point threat. Reminds me of Jack Golke for Oakland.
Bolin a little bit out of control, but still managed to get the layup to go, and Wisconsin is up 72-53. Here's Smith. Smith drives, had space. Bolin recovers on Smith. Smith, step through, move. What a move by Smith.
Fancy footwork down low. You love to see something like that. A great move for the bucket for Angie Smith.
Nikki Kirstein back on the floor for the Badgers. Wide open three for Shea Bolin, and it rolls over the front edge. Shooter's touch for Shea Bolin.
I was just going to say that. She is feeling it right now, and the rim is giving her a lot of help so far. That's two shots off the front of the rim that have gone in for Shea Bolin. That was a very early shot in the shot clock.
Baxter the other way. She's got the response for Oakland. Back down to 17. Shea Bolin up to 13 points on the game. And back since 2010, right? And so, you know, this team's got the talent. They've got the freshman as Kirstein has the ball right now. Among the transfers, Gift Uchenna on the floor right now. And you keep going down the line. Kira Daniels, Destiny Howell, Brianna Ware, Lacey Steele, Shea Bolin. This team has the pieces to potentially make a run this season. But Uchenna backing down Baxter as the left-handed layup is good for Gift Uchenna.
You got to also allow a little bit of grace for this team. This is not going to immediately flip a switch from a team that went 13-17 last year into becoming a top team in the NCAA. They need some time. It might not be this year, it might not be next year, but you gotta let them get used to each other.
Denson's long three goes down. Oh goodness, Callie Denson has come alive. It's a little bit too little too late for Oakland. Wisconsin avoids trouble on the inbound. They push up to Uchenna as Denson's got 14 points to the corner. Spashovsky tries to respond. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound goes to Smith.
Another early shot in the shot clock. I don't really understand it.
Smith now drives on Spashovsky as her layup rolls in, and all of a sudden, we're back to 14 with under 2 minutes to go.
Oakland is really just proving how good of a coach Keisha Newell is. They have yet to give up in this game, and it's really impressing me.
The Golden Grizzlies are trying to claw their way back into this game. Still a mountain to climb, down 14, $1:38 to play. Kirstein holding Wisconsin, running time off the clock. Inside Uchenna, Watland.
And a great pass from Nikki Kirstein.
It's a great point there, Spencer. Kirstein able to find Uchenna. The Badgers staying cool, calm, and composed. Philippa Guda looks outside as she passed up on the layup. Now back to the corner for Guda. Pump fake. Guda drives. Now double teamed as she'll swing it outside. Layla Gold, open triple is a little strong. That was really their chance to get back into this game. Martine Mesa gives to Uchenna, outside Kirstein. Kirstein will now launch from three, and it's short.
Under a minute to play here. I think Wisconsin's just going to try. Honestly, I thought they were going to slow the game down for a while now. Turns out they won't.
Denson, why not? Short. It was online, and we had the perfect angle right behind the ball, going right toward the hoop. Just didn't have enough mustard behind the shot as Wisconsin holds on to a 16-point lead with 43.3 seconds to go in this game.
I thought it was good off her fingertips. Every shot that Callie Denson has shot in this fourth quarter, I thought was going in, and that one was just a little bit short.
She's 4 for 7 from 3 in this game. She'll tee up another one, and this time she makes it. Denson, 5 for 8 from three-point land, 17 points in this game. She has been so much fun to watch, and she has been a surging player for this Oakland team. We talked about her career high on Monday, 21 points. Now following it up with 17 here against Wisconsin, and this isn't, she's had more space here in the second half, right? The ball movement created by this Oakland team has set her up from three-point land. She was looking for the shots in the first half, she just didn't have them. Wisconsin's perimeter defense in the first half was terrific. Turned over to Baxter. Gula looks down low, Smith reverse layup goes home. Now an 11-point game. They're not gonna foul though as Kirstein moves across half court. Kirstein needs help, finds Spashovsky, 20 seconds to go. Will they foul? Layla Gold defending against Spashovsky. Spashovsky now moves down toward the hoop, kicks it away. It'll stay with Wisconsin. 12.8 seconds to go in this game, 11 seconds on the shot clock in an 11-point game. Frankly, Spencer, I'm a little surprised that Oakland didn't foul there at the beginning of the play.
I think they understand the situation they're in and that it would kind of, take unnecessary time, but a lot of hard work and competitiveness from Oakland in this fourth quarter.
Spashovsky tries from three-point land, unable to get it to go home. Giftu Uchenna looks for the layup, ball goes out of bounds with 0.9 seconds remaining, and Wisconsin will take this one home 79-68, pending the final second of play.
Crazier things have happened. No, I'm kidding.
And time will run out here from the Kohl Center. It was a good one here on opening night for the Wisconsin Badgers as they defeated the Oakland Golden Grizzlies by a